James here, and this is the 7th Java tutorial. In this tutorial we will cover comparison operators such as greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, and how to combine them into several statements such as 7 greater than 3 and 9 less than 4. And you can use these in conjunctions, or in conjunction with if statements. So basically, let's get our feet wet in this. So basically, let's go over greater than, less than, and greater than, less than, equal to. So basically, the way to do this is it takes a number. So basically, 4 is a number, where you can also do 4.5 or 4.5f for float, greater than 4, and we can do the comparison. And then let's go ahead and print that out if condition, and we're over if statements in the last tutorial. 4.5 is greater, oh my gosh, greater than 4. Go ahead and run this and see that 4.5 is greater than 4 as expected. So basically, you can also do 4.5 is less than 4. And let's go ahead and add an else to this. So system.out.println 4.5 is not less than 4. As you can see, 4.5 is not less than 4. The other thing about using these conditional operators is we can use them in conjunction with variables. So let's go ahead and create two variables. So int x equals 10, int y equals x minus 5. Remember math operators? We can use them right here, and then we can use them in conjunction with these comparison operators. So we do something like, is x greater than or equal to y? And I'll show you the greater than and equal to part just in a sec. And we can say something like, wow, I am all sorts of messed up in typing today. X is greater than or equal to y. And same thing down here. We say x is not greater than or equal to y. Go ahead and run that and see that x is greater than or equal to y. We can do the same thing if we want to say check negation if x is less than or equal to. So basically less. I promise I have not drank anything tonight. I am just terrible at typing. Go ahead and save that. And we can see that x is not less than or equal to y because x is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. And so that means x is 10, y is 5. And so 5 or 10 is not less than or equal to y. We can also check if the condition is not true. So basically, if you want to check if a condition is not true, all you say, exclamation point. So basically what the exclamation point is a not. So basically it'll take whatever condition is after it, and it'll change it from a true to a false or a false to a true. So basically we can do this like if it's not false. So basically we can see that it'll print out whatever was in this code block. So let's change this back to condition. And now the meaning of this statement becomes is not less than, as you can see, updated accordingly. So basically, this is the Boolean not. So basically, it'll take any Boolean you pass into it, or the Boolean that is after it will be reversed to its opposite condition. So basically, false becomes true, true becomes false. And then there's also equal to. So basically, if we want to see if x is equal to y, and we go ahead and erase the minus, and then go ahead and erase that. And we can say x is equal to y, and run it and go ahead and see that x is equal to y. And then we also have x is not equal to y. So basically if I say, again, x minus 4, and do the same thing, we can see that is, let me go ahead and update that and run it again, is not equal to y. So basically, the basic operators are, again, greater than, which is greater than, and there's also greater than or equal to too, so that means greater than or equal to. And then there is less than, less than or equal to. Then there is equal to. And then not equal to. And then there is the not operator, which will take any any condition after it and flip it around. So false becomes true, true becomes false. Can't stress that enough. So basically, is not something. So basically not false or not true. So basically, you just read these out in plain English. So basically all I say is we're saying the condition equal to x is not equal to y, or x is greater than or equal to y, or greater than y, or ugh. Why are you so bad? We can say x is not greater than y. And whoa, I am just not doing good with the keyboard today, kids. So basically, those are all the conditional operators, and you can combine them several times over using and or. So basically what I'm going to do here is I can combine a condition into several conditions. So basically what I can say here is x is not greater than y and x is less than y. And go ahead and run this. And we can see that the condition is false. So let me go ahead and update the print line here and say condition is false. Or true. Whoa. True. Condition is false. So go ahead and run that. And we can see that the condition is false. We can also combine it into an or. So basically, double ampersands means and, double pipes mean or. So basically, we can say x is not greater than y, or x is less than y. Go ahead and save this. And we can see that the condition is false still, because x is not greater than y. So basically, the condition becomes false in this case, and x is less than y, which both of these are true. We also have and, as I went over again. So basically, you read it off from left to right. X is not greater than y is what we're checking, and x is less than y. So the condition here is false, and the condition here is false. So for and to be true, for this whole entire thing to be true, that means that both of the conditions on the left-hand side of the and the right-hand side of the and have to be true. If we were to change this to an or, and change this to a greater than, then this will return true, because if this condition is true or this condition is true, return true. So finally, it'll finally print out the condition is true. So basically go ahead and run that and see that the condition is true. But basically, yeah, you can combine these infinitely many times over. So basically, I can even wrap this in a whole entire big knot and say and. So basically, the condition is not that x is greater than y and x is greater than y. So basically, not of not, greater than, and greater than, which will be true. But basically, that's how you chain together many booleans. So basically, if I was to replace this with just booleans, it'd be like true or false, which will be true. And if I was to make this to an and, true and false, this whole entire condition will always be false. And if this is confusing to you, I'll go over it to more detail later. Also, we'll be using a lot more in later tutorials. And always, you can leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter. And thanks for watching.